Oh, good afternoon, everyone. It is the most radiated one. It is the most radiated one. Targeted individual CJBK. Uh, um, yeah, so something rare but interesting happened today at work. So a lot of the apartments that I had to deliver to happened to be fifth floor or sixth floor, so it'll be like 5C, 5B, 5C, then one was like 6N, but then it was like 5B again or 5C again. Then all of a sudden, and that's just for one, I think that was like a couple of, like I only was able to do 2 routes today. Must have been a slow day. Started later than I usually do. But anyway, I didn't get much sleep, as you can see from the last video. I'm trying to get back into the habit of building my little portable grounding pieces with the magnet and copper wire, and alligator clamp. So I got one on right now, but with my cell phone on me, plus the cell phone has both data and Bluetooth, right? Because it has both those turned on, the attacks feel more. The attacks feel a lot more stronger, because the more radiation they can get the phone to put out, the, I guess, stronger they can amplify the frequencies, from the sensors. So, besides that, so I get to my last stop, right? It was 555 FDR Drive, right? So I get there, I only have one other stop after that. It's literally just a few blocks away. Next thing you know, I come back downstairs. I set my my wagon up, so it was a stack of 4 bins with 4 lids at the end of the trailer. Then there was a single bin in the middle, and then a single bin to the right. So there's 3 stacks or 3 rows of bins, right? Come back outside, the whole bin is missing from the front end of the trailer. So that means somebody stole somebody else's groceries. Now, I mean, people steal packages all the time. I can't really associate that with GameStop or anything like that. You could just be in the right area, or someone could be thinking something at the right place. They're in the right place and right time. There's no witnesses around. All they gotta do is just look in the bin, grab the whole bin and go. And then this is the first time I had like a whole bin taken. Right, I've had packages taken, but not someone take the whole bin. Then get this, it works out for me because they left one package in the bin that was in the middle. So when I tell them that they stole the package, I could say they left me one. They left me one. So this is just to let me know, like, it's to let them know, like, I didn't give the package to nobody. I didn't steal it myself, So I'm like, man. But anyway, yeah, today's a quick day for me because I was only working from like 9 to like 9 a.m. to 3. But yeah, there was no 9 to 11 routes left, so I ended up doing a 11 to 1 early, and then that just made everything else early. So, but I don't really stress the getting hours part or whatever. Sometimes I just want to just get the routes done. I just want to get it done. You know? This is one of the good things about my job is the exercise too, because without this cardio and this, without this, I could call it pretty much strength training. If you lift these things properly, you can really, get a decent workout. Especially when you got to walk up 5th and 6th floor walk-ups, 14 steps per floor, or rather 12 steps per set of steps. It'd be 2 sets of those 12 steps you got to walk up 5 times. You got to do it. So I'm glad that I'm keeping myself somewhat physically fit, and then I'm using the healing frequencies. And well, I ain't gonna say I'm the most healthiest either, but yeah, I'm trying to keep myself pretty in shape, but yeah. Oh, so for TI Day, I and about 5 other TIs got together, and we didn't really get to do any passing of flyers or protesting or anything, but it was just more I got to see either a couple of old faces, and then I got to meet some new TIs, and I was like, wow. So I was grateful for that I got to meet other TIs here in New York City. And I think every TI around the world should always encourage that. It's just try to actually I know sometimes it could be a little tricky because you never know who's a perp and whatnot, but I always kind of feel like a real TI has a type of energy about them. You can also probably hear, I hate to use the word trauma, but you could probably hear that they've experienced some things. Because people who, I don't know, I feel like people who are going through what we're going through, we know that we feel angry and we feel like victims. I mean, really, because it's they're manipulating our nervous system. They're basically causing harm to us, giving us cancer, directing energy to our energy centers, and basically controlling so many facets of our life, hell, to the point where even if we wanted to try to get help, there's not that many people that know about technology like this. Or I mean, if you want to just focus on the spiritual, then that's probably the number one thing you should do, because when all else fails, when you can't really understand the psychological aspects of this targeting, you can at least fall on your understanding of the spiritual warfare aspects, And then for me, there are moments where even when I'm trying to do research on the technology and stuff, I realize that I get stumped on trying to understand certain technological things. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna just put it on the shelf. And when I say put it on the shelf, I'm gonna just not think about it for a while, and I'll just do something to clear my mind. Meditation, exercise, go for a walk, whatever. Or rather, I like to call it practicing nothingness. Where you actually just try to really focus on nothing. And even you don't have to do it for a long time. You could just do it for a couple of seconds. It could be less than a minute. But Yeah, and it's interesting because I watched this. Who was it? Who was it? Someone. I was watching another YouTube video, and he mentioned the same thing too. And I was like, I do that. And one of my favorite things to do is like when I'm riding this bike just like this. If I'm not like talking to you guys, holding the camera and whatnot, I got my headphones in. I'm singing music. I'm raising my vibration. I would be flying down here, just trying to like get to where I'm going. But you know what? I'm just relaxing today, so I'm just gonna slow pedal and just enjoy the ride. It's a beautiful day out here. They're beaming on my one of my I think it's, what is that on my neck? I think it's, I'm not sure if it's not my thyroid. I think it's a gland or something. They're beaming something. They're heating up. I should use that term, heating up. But wow, I gotta show Katrina this. No, let me not do that to her. Nope. But oh man, and let me tell you, I've been seeing a lot of people that either look like my girlfriend or look like other people I know, like almost as if like they were cloned or something. Like I seen someone that looked like an exact carbon copy of like what two friends of mine look like in one person, and it was just too uncanny because they both have very strong facial features, and the fact that like I seen both people's strong facial features in this guy's like his whole body, from his shape to his face, complexion, everything. Like he was a perfect mix of two people that I already know. I thought it was crazy. Even the way he walked, like it was insane. But yeah, I don't know, I'm doing all right. I still wasn't able to like pay my mother's bill electronically, so I just went and gave her some cash. Then and as far as my bill, I'm gonna have to go into the bank and pay it cash myself, because I tried to do an electronic payment today, and I still haven't noticed any money taken out to pay the bill. So I'm gonna just automatically assume that they're running interference on that too. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go into Capital One and just pay it at the ATM machine. I don't know. Like I've had them do all kinds of stuff already. But you know what? I really am enjoying my journey trying to build on what is called a Christ consciousness. So I'm trying to build on that. And right now, fear is not an option. Fear is not an option. So, all right, everybody. I am about to go and clock out. Maybe I'll probably go and hang out with my girlfriend for a little bit. We actually went to a bar that was like around the neighborhood, and I know with my current position in targeting, I don't like to compare. I don't think no TI should ever really compare in like who get the most this or if you get that. I don't think we should ever do that. But I'll say this. They've definitely increased the is probably just a lot more audio transmissions or signals, radio frequencies, or whatever. They probably just maybe are sending more, or maybe there's just a lot more people around me that's like doing a little subliminal, statements that sound personal. But you always know the golden rule: you never approach anyone, because at the end of the day, their whole agenda is to get you to react. So I'm gonna get me a GoPro camera or something like that, and I'm gonna just be like, what I really want to do is I want to actually get a recorder, like an 8 hour, like I don't know, like an 8 hour recorder, but like a tape recorder, not even like a old school, not even like any of this digital stuff, because they could manipulate that. Get like an old school tape recorder. I mean, I know with an old school tape recorder, the most they could probably do is maybe drain the battery faster or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that analog stuff, much better. Anyway, all right. Take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.